Hey guys, this is Stephanie and I'm Stacks on Stacks on Stacks. So today I'm going to talk to you about my 2020 anticipated releases. I wasn't actually going to film one of these videos because I'm not very good at anticipating books. Like, I never seem to know when the sequel's coming out until it's out, and I happen to see it at my library or somebody does a review about it, and then I'm like, ooh, I need to read that. So I just don't keep good track of what it is that's coming out this year. Though I do a pretty good job at actually reading quite a few books that were released in our current year. So that doesn't seem to stop me. I think I just don't anticipate them very well. So I'm going to anticipate them. I only have a handful of books. Basically, I looked at other people's anticipation videos and I was like, yes, no, yes, never heard of it, no, yes, no. That's basically what I did. So I basically cheated off of everybody else's paper. And this is what you're getting. You're welcome. So I'm going to start in January, and actually it's already been released, which is Chosen by Kiersten White. This is the second book in the Slayer series. And this one actually is already out. I saw it at my library, so I went ahead and picked it up, but I think it's due back in like 4 days, and I haven't, read it yet. So it is one that I will be getting to, but I didn't have time. Story of my life, right? The next one that's going to be coming out is going to be The King of Crows by Libba Bray. It comes out in February. And this is the fourth book in the Diviners series, which I am stupid excited about. I read the first one in 2018, the second one in 2019. And I actually am going to be picking up Before the Devil Breaks You pretty soon. And then I want to get to this one as soon as I can. I'm already on the wait list for it at my library. So here's hoping. I think the next one that's coming out is in May, and that's going to be Aurora Rising 2. I think it's called Aurora Burning. I didn't write that down, but I think it's called Aurora Burning. It comes out in May. I read Aurora Rising last year and loved it. It was in the top 5 picks of the year. I thought it was great, so I'm super excited to get my hands on this one whenever my library gets it. Or, I could buy it like a real adult, but I'm not going to do that. Also coming out in May is The Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes, which is by Suzanne Collins. And this is in the Hunger Games world. I don't know if it's like just an earlier Hunger Games or if it's like why the Hunger Games got started. Like, I'm not sure if it's what the events leading up to it or if it's actually that first year or just an early one. I'm a little foggy there. Doesn't matter. I'm excited to read this one. I'm also not certain if it's a novella or a standalone book. I don't think it's a series, but I'm not the best educated person on these matters, so I wouldn't quote me. I would love it if it was a series. I would just really need it to be as good as the first series. That's all. Also, we have coming out in June, My Calamity Jane by the Lady Janers. I am excited about this one. I loved the first 2 Lady Janes. I thought they were great. We have My Lady Jane and My Plain Jane, and both of them just had me rolling. They are hilarious. These 3 women, to be a fly on the wall when they are writing together. Oh, I would love it. I would love it so much because they're hilarious. Like, if they're this funny in print, there's got to be 50 other jokes that didn't make it to the page that were probably very funny. And then if you add like being punchy, having too much coffee, it's late at night, I need more sugar, things like that, jokes are funnier. So I would enjoy a dinner with those 3 women, let me tell you. Very excited for My Calamity Jane coming out in June. And then I think November, Rhythm of War, which is the 4th Stormlight archive. And I know what you're thinking, Stephanie, you haven't even read 1. I'm aware of that. But the 4th one is coming out and I am anticipating it. So here's the deal with the Stormlight archives. The books are like 1,000 pages a piece, roughly. And I think what I'm going to do is when we have a release date for the 5th one, I'll start reading them. I might start them before that. I've been meaning to read Way of Kings. I gotten like halfway through it. Yes, I did enjoy it, but I had a hard time reading something else while I was reading that. I'm usually reading like 3 books at a time. So I think that is a book that I need to give my sole attention to. So I really have to be super intentional about that. Yet I am still excited for that. I also am not 100% sure when the next book when Sanderson's going to be releasing the next Skyward book. I think there's like 5 or 6 in the series. And I thought the next one, the 3rd one, is going to get released in December. I thought I read that somewhere. Maybe it was on Twitter or something. I don't remember where, but Goodreads doesn't seem to know anything. So I don't know if that's going to happen. I also am not sure if Pierce Brown's going to be coming out with his third book in the second Red Rising trilogy. I thought it was coming out this year, but then I went to look for facts and I couldn't find any facts. And Diana Gabaldon said she's going to be coming out with the 9th Outlander, the 9th and final Outlander this year. But we will see. I think she said that for like the last 2 years. So there's that. But that's it. This is a sweet and quick video because I don't have a lot of anticipated books. I just kind of hear and I'll be like, oh, that's coming out. I should read that. And then I'll go get it and, you know, read it and not own it because I do a lot of that too. So, But if you have an anticipated read, by all means, inform me of it down below and maybe we'll be anticipating together. Who's to say? Because I do like to anticipate books. I do like to read books when they are newly out. I just am not, you know, in the know of a lot of things. So leave that information down below. What book's coming out that you're most excited about for this year? And if you know the month that's coming out, even better. Or if you've heard about any of these and you're like, yay, I'm excited. Or you're like, how can you be excited? That book is a poop stack, you know. State your opinion below and I would love to discuss that with you. Feel free to like, comment, subscribe, and I will talk to you soon. Goodbye.